What's going on, guys? It's Brandon back here again today for the first BFR of the 2025-2026 NHL season. We are back for year 5 of BFRs. Hard to believe this is going to be year 5. We started off in 2021-22 when Seattle first came into the league, and now here we are all these years later going into 25-26, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26 Stanley Cup winners are going to be on this channel. I was debating whether or not I'd continue the series, but we're going to keep going. As far as I'm concerned, this has been the staple of this channel, whether it's the most viewed. This has been really what I want to do, kind of reviewing games, being a Blackhawks fan at heart. This is what it is. So preseason game 1, a 6 o'clock game on September 23rd. The beginning of the 25-26 season, and also the beginning of the 100th season of the Chicago Blackhawks. Chicago Blackhawks their organization started in 1925-26. It's now going to be 25-26. 100 years of Blackhawks hockey is hard to believe. The game doesn't replicate how you want the game to go. It's a 3-2 win for the Detroit Red Wings, of course, of all teams to play. It's preseason, though, so it really doesn't matter. What does matter is the shot totals. 43-17 Detroit. Soderblom played really well. Hits 34-21 Chicago, faceoffs 27 apiece. Power play Chicago 1 for 3 and Detroit 1 for 5. The lineup was very youthful for the Blackhawks. Doc, Bedard, Reichel on the first line. Second line was Oliver Moore, Frank Nazar, Aiden Thompson. Third line, Joey Anderson, Ryan Green, Sam Lafferty. Fourth line, you have Vanacker, you have Tony Nato, and you have Pridham. So, a lot of youth in that lineup. Anderson and Lafferty, the oldest, and Tony Nato, the oldest players in that lineup. Bedard, Nazar, and Kaiser wore A's. And speaking to the defensive group, Del Mastro and Rinzel on the first pair, Kaiser and Levshunov on the second, Korchinski and Crevier on the third. Very, very young team going right now. Soderblom plays the entire game. Comesso backs him up, but he doesn't get any time. Soderblom ends up saving 40 out of 43 shots. His spot as backup is secured. And Kosa saves 15 out of 17 for the Red Wings. Wasn't really challenged much, to be honest, and yet the Hawks only lost by 1. So Thompson and Vanacker following this game are headed right back to the OHL, I believe they said. So 1 preseason game for them. Vanacker, I hope next season is the season he's going to come along. He was a first-round pick now. A couple of years ago, I think 2024 was his draft. Thompson was a third-round pick from, I want to say, 22 or 23. So he's coming along as well. Physical game early. Hawks have the early jump. Vanacker has a chance that's wide. 7:13 Chicago penalty to Doc for slashing. And 5:34, it's a Detroit power play one-timer. Carter Mazur, who's one of the guys Detroit really wants to get going this year and maybe crack the lineup. First of the season from Finney and Leonard to make it 1-0. And what a pass by Finney. I think this was Detroit's first preseason game as well. Pretty much the entire league has already started preseason. Finney was I thought he was the best player on Detroit by far in this game. He looked like he fit right in with the team. And it makes you wonder, will he make a roster spot? 1:20, Chicago penalty to Levshunov for holding, which is killed. But overall, I thought the Hawks had the better period. And then the rest of the game, I would argue they did not. 17:32, Detroit penalty to Brandsig Nygaard for tripping. And at 17:19, so about 13 seconds into the power play, the Hawks score. It's a one-timer from Connor Bedard, and that's from Rinzel and Nazar to make it 1-1. 15:39, Detroit responds with another goal of their own. It's a deflection from Nate Danielson, his first of the season. I believe he was a 10th overall pick a couple years ago. From Wallander and Brandsig Nygaard to make it 2-1. There's a near shorthanded break that goes wide, as at 14:27, there's a Detroit penalty to Berggren for high sticking, which is killed, but that chance, I think it was Mazur that had that chance. It was like, it's like Detroit's about to break away here. And even when they were shorthanded, they were pressing. Detroit was very, very aggressive the entire game. Ian Mitchell absolutely robbed, the former Blackhawk, absolutely robbed by Soderblom. Wonderful save. 4:51, Detroit penalty to Del Mastro for cross-checking, which is killed. 39 seconds to go in the period. It's a Chicago penalty to Thompson for interference. That is also killed as that rolls over into the next period. And in the next period of the third, 18:19, it's a Detroit penalty, which would be served by Austin Watson for too many men, which is killed. But at 13:34, the Hawks tie it, and it's the newly signed Wyatt Kaiser. First of the preseason for Kaiser, from Thompson and Levshunov to make it 2-2. 12:03, Chicago penalty to Green for hooking, which is killed. And 7:22, Detroit ends up getting the winner. It's a rebound goal from Emmett Finney. He's been very productive all game. First of the preseason from Branson Nygaard and Mitchell. So Branson Nygaard picking up a couple of assists for Detroit there. And nothing really much happened the rest of the game. The Hawks pull the goalie. There's a delayed penalty in the final minutes on Danielson, but the game ends before it can do that. The Wings pretty much controlled that second and third period. You could tell the experience in the lineup favored Detroit, although Detroit was also icing a very young team. You had guys like Mitchell, who, while not old players, have had NHL experience. A lot of their former top picks are in there, like Major, Branson Nygaard, but they're veterans like Kane, DeBrincat, Larkin, Raymond, Seider. I don't think any of them played. I don't remember hearing any of their names. But yeah, that's gonna be all I have for you guys in this one. It's only preseason, so not too bad of an not gonna be too long, not gonna be too overreaction of the season because it's preseason. Jeff Blashill's game, first game behind the bench, and we'll see who they ice in their next two preseason games. One in Minnesota and one in St. Louis. I forget which one's first. Then they have 3 preseason games at home before they head out to Florida for the NHL season opener in Florida, where the banner raising 4 o'clock game on October 7th, so that'll be really exciting. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video, and if you have been a fan of BFR for however many years I've been doing this, 5 years now, thank you for just sticking around and hoping to get another season going, and I'm super excited for it. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video, and I shall see you all in the next one. Have a good one.